you mentioned Chris Abbott. He directed the video for Go Lightly.
Yeah.
How did that come about? It was his idea to use the still images and
Yeah.
tell
It
the
was
story.
entirely his idea. Chris has been a friend for a really long time. We lived together for years, and he's been a big supporter of my art, and vice versa. Like, have a mutual respect for each other's work, and so I gave him the copy of the record early on, and he had been listening to it a lot, and he wanted to try directing something because we'd collaborated in other ways where he was acting in the videos, and he's been on shoots helping and doing things, and so he wanted to direct something. And so we were working with, it was, we couldn't have a big crew. It was hard to do things with COVID still at that time. And he was coming up to visit at the house often, and so he came up with that idea. And so my wife's a photographer. He borrowed her camera. So the Contax G2 is a film camera. And we just shot many rolls, and that was all his idea. And then our friend Matt Hannum, who's a really great editor, helped to kind of with the pacing of it. And we shot it all. It was in February, and it was raining, and it was just like it was just very weird weather. But it was, we hung out while we did it, and it was a fun experience.
I noticed just with the still images, it's not something I'd really thought about before. I had seen things, not exactly like that, certainly, but things that use still images, and it just struck me with this video that there's kind of a whole world in each little one, even though it's passing by very quickly. Felt very different from if it was a video of you moving through, because of it somehow brought the scenery more into focus for me somehow, just because each image is its own little story rather than seeing a continuous story.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if it was going to work, and I was I was skeptical of it, at first when he was talking about it. It worked out very well in the end.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the other, you've put out multiple videos, but Brady, your friend.
Yeah, Brady Corbet.
Did a video for The Stream Rushes On.
Yeah. So he shot that. He surprised me with that one. We had talked about doing another video because he did one for Sister Eye on the last record, and we collaborated on that and went down to Kentucky, we found the skywriter. We hired this guy to write this very specific thing, and it was a pretty big endeavor. And for this one, he was in Norway with his wife and kid. They had been out there throughout the whole pandemic, and so he just shot this with his brother-in-law, and then he had acquired that other footage from the Coast Guard.
Right.
And so he put that together and sent it to me, basically done.
Wow.
So it was, again, like kind of trying to work remotely and doing the best that we could. And it ended up quite a nice compliment to the first video because it has that aviation tie-in.
Yeah.
And I love it.